Welcome back to the Blue Door Pub Thunderdome for another David Carradine with Andy Carlson, Minnesota's 87 Best Daily Podcast, a show about everything and absolutely nothing at all. It's the best show ever. It's great. Yeah. Sitting shotgun is Uncle Nick. Follow him on Twitter at Nick's on Night. How's it going?
Going good, Andy. How you doing today?
Good. Back to back because we got Dave Schwartz, Care 11 coming in on Wednesday. It's going to be a good show. And later on the week, Thursday show, back to back guests. We got Emery Hunt of Football Game Plan, longtime friend of the shows. And it's going to be good. Yeah. But today, you got me and Nick. Tell a friend, spread the word. iTunes, Stitcher, Radio. I have a couple of random things I want to get off my chesticles. And then we're going to play some trailer trash. We got 3 movies that something that I just like doing anyways. Pausing the trailer, giving commentary as we go. Because I've always loved movie trailers since I was a kid. And I also have always loved commercials because I feel like it's, especially since movies keep getting longer and longer, like comedies, they're 2-hour comedies now. Or like any Judd Apatow movie is going to be a 2-hour and 15-minute film like Ishtar, which really should be cut down to a tight 88.
Ooh, 88 minutes. Oh, yeah, maybe.
Yeah. Movies are too long. Like, I miss the hour-and-a-half movie.
Wolf
of Wall Street is 3 hours.
Certain movies, I think, should be an hour and a half, but obviously being a big fan of the Marvel movies, the superhero genre has such action-packed stuff going on right now, I don't mind them going a little over 2, but yeah, I think 3 hours should not, very few movies should be 3 hours long, if any.
How many, all right, so first rule, there should be no comedy that's longer than 88 minutes. If you can't accomplish what you set out to accomplish in 88 minutes, you're done.
Interesting. I'm going to look up a list. I'm going to see.
Because movies, especially comedies, where it can be like a dramatic comedy or a romantic comedy where it's got, you do have to have periods of lulls where like, now we have our conflict to set up the third act of the film where we get back together and everyone ends up happy. A lot of those drag out. And I kind of like what Fast and the Furious has done. Like, if it doesn't blow up or if it isn't quotable or it doesn't kick ass, it's out of the movie.
I'm just Googling long movies right now, or like I typed in longest comedy movie just because when you mentioned it, because when I think about comedy movies, I feel like the most of the ones I have liked are barely over an hour and a half long.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like an hour and maybe 40 minutes usually, but some long ones here that I'm looking at. The only popular one I know of, that can't be true. 3.5 hours long is It's a Mad, Mad, Mad World. No way it's that long. Is it that long? Yeah, it might be that long.
Maybe the director's cut.
I was gonna say maybe that one would be 2 hours. This is 40 was 2 hours and 14 minutes long. No way.
Yeah, Judd Apatow. Judd Apatow has the cleanest cutting room floor in Hollywood.
The longest yard, Adam Sandler's movie, hour 53 minutes.
Yeah, except that's still under 2 hours. And in that movie, there are some parts that you could cut out. You could shorten some of the montages. But overall, I think that movie really underrated. I think that was Adam Sandler's last good movie.
Okay.
Yeah. Speaking of also last great one. Brand new sponsor of the show, Mill City Laser Hair Removal, right up in beautiful Northeast neighborhood. Because, if you're tired of shaving, I'm talking to ladies and the gentlemen's. Ladies, legs, underarms, bikinis, those can be a pain in the... yeah. And guys, you got to get your back done, bros. I mean, it's beach season. It's shirtless season. I understand that, but... yeah, get rid of the V-neck sweater. How about that? And they got state-of-the-art machines, techniques. Hanover there is doing great things. And even with all that, prices are still about 50% lower than their competition. It's amazing, isn't it? Membership's available from just $129 a month and also 0 cancellation fee. So sign up. If it's not for you, you're not tied into a long-term contract, except that won't come out. They'll take care of you. Schedule a free live online video consultation. They'll take a look at you and be like, yeah. This is what you need to do. Yeah. MillCityLaser.com. MillCityLaser.com. All right, so movie length. I feel, especially dramas, once it starts pushing 2.5 hours, it's a little much. Like, The Dark Knight, amazing. They could probably trimmed about 20 minutes of fat off of there, and Dark Knight Rises, definitely.
I mean, you have to think a lot of movies are trimmed enough already. And the only exception I can think of off the top of my head, since I had no idea we would talk about this, is that I can think of at least one movie where trimming stuff was a problem, and that was Suicide Squad.
Well, I mean, how long is that movie to begin with, though?
I'm going to look that up.
I'm pretty sure that was a 2-hour movie.
Maybe.
Yeah. And that's what happens when you got big budgets, and you got directors with big egos. All of a sudden, they turn in a 4-hour movie, and they're like, and they're smoking off a cigarette that has a cigarette holder. They're like, oh, no, I cannot trim any of this from my film. You cannot touch my film. The narrative is perfect. You cannot take anything away from the film. You're directing Transformers 4. This is not a film. This is a movie.
A lot of it, I think, is directors, but there's a good part of the producers, I think, can also, they can add and subtract what they want. So, I mean, if you have confrontations like this, I mean, it can be hard to agree on what stays and what goes, where a director has one vision of how the movie should be, the producer has another perspective, and then, if you have A-list celebrity actors and actresses, they want to do their own little spin on it. I mean, they could also F up the movie. So it's, I don't know, it's pretty hard to get everyone to agree on a good movie length.
Oh, yeah. Stallone comes in and is like, hey, we'll do a little rewrite here. And then my character is like, hey, you know what I miss? Is when we called movies pictures.
The picture shows?
Yeah. Come on, darling, see? We're going to take you out to Hollywood, Tinseltown, and we're going to put you in the picture, see? All you got to do is,
Wow, yeah. Yeah, that's exactly right there.
We're going to put you on the silver screen. I'm going to miss silver screen, too.
I like that. You and I make jokes like that when that's even before our time. I think that's very before our time.
Yeah, I miss
50s.
the old... I miss the old days of tuberculosis. Actually, I might have tuberculosis. I still have that cough that can't quite seem to shake.
Yeah.
But I think I got it under control. Although I did get some good feedback on the Sam Elliott smoker's voice yesterday.
Oh, really?
Yeah, which is basically like still drunk voice. And it was like, guts, glory, ram, beef. That's what's for dinner.
So every time we record a podcast, we should do a pedal pub beforehand.
Yeah, we can do that. A couple other things I want to talk about. So, it's at Costco. I love Costco. It is my jam. I'm very big when it comes to breaking stuff down to cost per unit, cost per roll, cost per ounce, everything like that. So, Costco is fantastic, except for one thing. So, when checking out, now this is really cool. That they don't allow you to use credit cards, so you have to use debit cards or cash. I think it's really smart because they got high prices. It's really easy to rack up $200 in there, and they don't want to contribute to America's debt crisis. So it's good. It's a small thing, but it's cool. And also they pay all their employees like I think it's like $12 an hour. Don't quote me on that, but something pretty substantial. And it shows because all the employees look happy to be there. It's crazy. But it is weird because they all wear street clothes and then like the tiniest little postage stamp size name tag. So every time someone's grabbing stuff from my cart, I think it's just a random patron. I'm like, get away from my cart. Oh, hi. Yeah. Also, you can get a Papa hot dog or a Braten hot dog or a slice of pizza for $1.50. Great deal. Yeah. Anyways, but the beef that I have with Costco is at the checkout when you put in your debit card and then beep, bop, 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 boop, and then you ask, would you like cash back? It's just like normal running a debit card at any grocery store, except what they usually do, it's 20, 40, 60, other. So 20, 40, 60 other. Mm-hmm. But Costco, for some reason, just goes from 20 to 60 and no other options. Like, there's no other. And it's frustrating for me because I feel like 40 is that sweet spot for getting out cash. 20 seems a little light. 60, I mean, you know, what am I going to go make it rain? Am I Little Wayne up in this thing? No. 40 just seems, yeah, that's the good number. But Costco, you're taking away the most popular number. Anecdotally, I don't have statistics to back it up.
I bet 60 is the new 40.
Because of inflation?
Yeah.
Well, and then how come not 40 and 60?
I think there are some cheap skates out there that want that, like, $20 every once in a while.
Or how come not 20, 40, 60? It costs a fraction of a penny to engineer an extra little button on your stupid screen.
I don't know. I've never taken out money that way.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I always use an ATM. I always go to where my bank is and take out cash that way. I never do it at the store.
What I want to know is why does it have to beep? Why do ATMs have to beep in general? And also, you take out random. You take out a consistent amount of money, except it's random.
Sometimes. Well, was that what we talking about it? Was that yesterday?
Yeah, you take out 160.
Yeah, I take out 160.
Why?
I have needs and desires that...
Wait, is it $161 when it gets reported to the government?
No.
He's moving weight again.
No, I used to do it because a lot of times when I used to take out straight cash, homie, was to go somewhere where I would estimate that's how much I would spend at a certain facility.
At the strip club?
Yes.
Now,
which I don't do anymore, so...
Is it because the lady friend, your dedicated one, only works day shifts now?
Claudia did move to day shifts. It is heartbreaking.
It's weird. Is she going to night school, or what's going on?
I don't know. She, I haven't seen her in a year, so I don't know. I haven't talked to her about it.
Stripping is the opposite of any 7-day-a-week job, or say it's a cop or a firefighter or whatever. You want to get into that day shift, first shift, 9 to 5. You don't want the third shift. You don't want the weekends, anything like that. Stripping's opposite.
Oh, yeah, I know, exactly. Yeah. I think a lot of it, if you did want to work that day shift, it's if you have kids. And last time I checked, she doesn't have kids. But I should look into this more.
Since I don't frequent strip clubs that often, but seeing the C-section scar.
She said it was her appendix.
Yeah, appendix isn't right there at the bottom. Get out of here.
You sure? I should see a doctor.
Yeah, but Costco, I mean, come on. Bring out the 40. But all right, so the ATM beeps. We've talked about this before. Why does it have to be so damn loud? And also, why does it have to beep in general?
I'm assuming for hearing impaired or something.
Except they have Braille right on the buttons.
I don't know.
And you can see it. And why does everything, every single button push, especially if you're at the ATM late at night, maybe you've had a couple of pops, maybe you're not that aware of your surroundings. If I was hard up for it, I would just roll fools at the ATM. Because you can watch them come up. Beep, pop, beep, pop. And then when they want you to take your card out, it beeps like 17 times.
Oh, yeah.
Beep, 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 beep. Like, that's like if you're in a rough neighborhood yelling hooty hoo, here comes the cops, here comes the card.
I bet there's a way you can adjust the volume. I think there's a volume setting.
No, there's a headphone jack.
Oh, yeah.
Which I don't want to carry around a pair of headphones and just plug it in every time I'm getting cash. Like, they should have a silent option. Or like right when you slide your card in, a little button up in the top, of the speaker, then you can press. They got mute.
I think you're right on this.
I rule the world. These are all the changes I'm going to implement. These are all very important ones.
I hardly ever notice it.
That's because you're a sheep, Nick. You've been enslaved by the system.
Okay, wolf. Are you a wolf?
I am. And I'm 3 hours long because I'm the Wolf of Wall Street. Also, All right, so the wife is awesome. She is a great companion. She's the best mother in the world. Except she has this weird quirk of, and I'm sure this happens with a lot of married couples, where there are times, not always, where she disagrees with me just to disagree with me, and it never is anything. It's all trivial stuff. It's never anything important. Like, do we want Muggsy circumcised? No. Like, do you want Muggsy go to private school, public school, whatever, what house you want to buy, that whole thing. So it's never anything big. It's always trivial stuff. Like, I'll say, we'll be watching TV, and then I'll say, oh, this actor was in movie XYZ. And then she's like, no, he wasn't. And then we'll look it up. Oh, he was. No, but her default is to disagree. And the snapped into focus over the weekend because I picked her up a nice little shirt. I saw it. It was a good price. And it was a paisley top, and she looks good in paisley. And she was putting it on, and she was putting it on backwards. Right? It was like, it's a blouse with like a very distinct V-neck in the front. Deep V. So she was clearly putting it on backwards. And as she had it like right overhead, I was like, you're putting your shirt on backwards. And she's like, no, I'm not. And then she just put it on, and then she was like, I guess it was. But I want to know what that snap reflex is to just disagree with Andy, even though I would have no incentive to lie in that spot.
Ooh, actually, I probably have an answer to this one. This might actually be kind of a good answer. I'm assuming in a lot of the relationship, and I'm not trying to give you a big head about it, but I bet you're always right when you talk to her about stuff. And maybe she's sick of you being the always right guy.
Except I am always right.
Some people don't like that. If you're always like if you're the person who's like, if you hear someone say, did you know the Earth is 90 million miles away from the sun? And then I see you coming in, that's like, no, it's actually more like 93 million miles away from the sun. I see you being the overcorrector,
I don't overcorrect, though. I to disagree with you and correct you. Like, I mainly speak about things that about common sense stuff, like how the ATM shouldn't beep, how there should be a 40 in Costco, and I don't know. I'm not that big of a BSer. I'm not the actually guy. Like, do you know someone like that who's like, you say, well, this color, this is a nice. This is a nice porter. Well, actually, it's an IPA porter, but I mean, yeah, whatever. Yeah, I don't think I'm a verbose overcorrector like that. Am I? How dare you?
My relationship with you, no, I don't see it too much. I mean, one thing, I'm pretty stupid, so I always ask you hundreds of thousands of questions anyway. So I expect you to kind of have right answers by default because I know nothing about business or any type of generalized questions about sports or anything. But I don't know, in a relationship, maybe you don't notice it. Maybe, I don't know.
It would be something like stupid, like she'll be saying, "Oh, I'm gonna make some toast for breakfast. We're out of bread." No, we're not. Looks in the pantry. Oh, we're out of bread. I don't know what it is. I don't want to say it's a character flaw. It's more of a quirk, or I just want to know what it is.
Have you ever asked her?
Yes, several times. And here's the best part. I was like, so why do you always disagree with me on like trivial things? I don't do that.
just walked right into them.
Yeah.
I think I'm right.
She would be good. She would be great with conspiracy theorists because she'd always start with "you're wrong," and then she'd look at the evidence and then see right. It's like, oh, I guess the moon is a hologram.
That's a good one.
That is one of my favorite conspiracy theories. Is that it's so stupid
that the moon isn't there? That's actually just a hologram.
Yeah.
I never heard that one before. That's actually pretty funny.
All right. Well, we got a couple movie trailers. So let's dive into some trailer trash. First one is a movie called Shot Caller. Shot Caller. I'm pretty excited to see this movie.
I've never seen it.
I honestly don't think that baseball constitutes a date night.
But there are dugout club seats on the third
No
base.
way.
It's romantic.
Oh, yeah.
And they're free.
All right. So it's the guy from Game of Thrones.
Yep.
Nikolaj Coster-Waldau.
He plays Jamie Lannister.
All right, and Lake Bell is the girlfriend. Schmidt from New Guy is hanging out in the back seat.
All right.
They're going to the baseball game.
I need the light.
Bam! He killed his friends. Getting processed.
It's an accident. People don't go away for accidents.
Look, man, I know you're scared. But you need to know this. You'll be with the big boys.
All right, so he's got manslaughter. Because he ran a red light, I'm guessing probably like 5 to 7, and he just looks like a normal, like middle upper class white dude. Probably has some sort of corporate job, and now he's in prison. Like he's in hardcore prison. Like this isn't minimal security prison of like non-violent offenders. They like toss him into Chino, and he's like a lamb out there amongst the wolves. And the whole cliche of like first day in prison, you have to kick someone's ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's gonna come into play.
Got to stand up for yourself, because once you're marked in there, it will never end.
Shane.
I'm not looking for trouble.
The fact is...
Oh, I think that's the guy from Burn Notice. Yeah, Burn Notice and Shane joined the Aryan Brotherhood.
Wow.
Life must have been rough after that USA money dried up. Mm-hmm. What is Burn Notice?
A place like this forces us to become warriors or victims. The only thing that matters is you getting home to your family in one piece.
You can see him transforming already. All right, so he's already got the slick back hair and the goatee, and he's got a shiv, and you can see he's starting to get sleeved out. So he's starting to get. It's one of those spots where you go in not as a criminal, you come out as a criminal. I think that's what they're sort of getting at.
Yeah.
Everything you do in this game has a consequence.
All right, so he's at the trial again for shanking the black dude on camera. I'm sure he got some time added onto his sentence. And it shows him and Lake Bell having a glance. They're like, pretty sure they have kids too.
Yeah, I mean, like, you changed.
It's like, supporting the Brotherhood, man.
These cops think the more they lock us down and isolate us, it strips us of our power. They even think we're a dying breed. They're dead wrong.
We got your rules and we got the gang's rules. And theirs matter.
All I know is once a dude gets institutionalized, anything is possible. You're handling the deal for a heavy shipment of guns.
All right, so it showed like him and Shane on the outside.
Yeah, so obviously, spoiler it, they get out, and now
and now it looks like they're running a shipment of guns. So it's like this guy went to prison for completely like
accidental
manslaughter, and then became a criminal, all because he needed protection because he didn't want to get poked in the pokey.
And you can, I mean, there's arguments about that, about our American system, institutions, stuff we can talk about later, but yeah.
I think I would do fine in prison.
I would not. I would not do fine. I will die.
I would start up a podcast. So I was like, what are you in for? Murdering Asians? Well, crap.
See you next week.
Well, no, this sucks because if I did jail time in Minnesota, I'm sure there isn't a huge Asian contingent. So I was like, what gang am I going to join?
I think there's some good Asian gangs around here.
The Dongs.
Before you say another word, think of your family in this decision.
Nobody's touching my family.
Nobody's touching my family but me.
Benjamin Bratt. I'm kind of, I don't know why this came in my head, but I'm thinking Shawshank Redemption when Tim Robbins goes in there and, he was, innocent, charged for killing his wife and the lover or whatever, and he kind of became a criminal. This is just a remake of Shawshank Redemption.
White collar criminal though.
This is a remake of Shawshank.
I'm gonna guess that the sisters are gonna be portrayed a little bit more dark and grittier in this movie.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I like that. In the Shawshank Redemption, that was the tamest representation of man-on-man prison rape in cinematic history. That is it.
Yeah.
Screw you, Boggs. Anyways, all right. So next movie is Happy Death Day. Nick, this is your choice, and it's I have no inkling of what this is.
Special thanks to Facebook for always giving me random freaking trailers that I always get random movie trailers in my thing. That Baby Driver has been on my Facebook forever, and I don't know how that got on there. But I come to love it and want to see it because I see it so much. This is the next one that came up. It's something I see and watched it a few times called Happy Death Day.
Here's the slug line. Teen must relive the same day over and over again until she figure out who is trying to kill her and why. This is Edge of Tomorrow.
This was Groundhog's Day meets random horror film.
All right. Show it.
Am I in a dorm room?
Yeah. I folded your pants for you.
Great.
Dude, did you hit that or what?
Stop global warming.
Walk of shame.
You sneaky little biatch. Maybe you should switch to water next time. Super helpful. Don't be late to party tonight.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Tree, happy birthday.
I'm rooting for the killer already just by how she says bye.
I just want to sleep with her.
Bye.
I don't know who she is. I just want to sleep with her. Kind of cute blonde.
You scared me.
Wow. All right, so yeah, killer got her, like in it was like in some sort of baby mask. It almost looks like Bob's Big Boy.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was a really creepy mask. Anyways, we're back at the beginning. Her ringtone is 50 Cent.
I think it's
in the club.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it might be the guy's phone that he's waking up in.
Look, I know this isn't going to make any sense.
Stop global warming?
I feel like I'm losing my mind.
You sneaky little biatch. Happy birthday.
I've already lived through this day. Somebody's going to kill me tonight. So you can hear now.
And she's behind her. But now, in Groundhog's Day and also in Edge of Tomorrow, there's one of the deaths where they just try and get away as far as possible. I'm sure this happened in this movie too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll see.
Is everything okay?
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
Assuming that I believe any of this is even possible.
Sprinklers? Car alarm?
The way I see it.
Oh yeah, that's always my favorite part of like Groundhog's Day-ish movies when they point out exactly what's going to happen.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's such a good trope for Groundhog's Day X movies.
You have unlimited amount of lives. Unlimited opportunities to solve your own murder.
So I'm supposed to keep dying until I figure out who my killer is?
You want to live to see tomorrow, right?
Wait, so she's died in like several different ways from that montage. Stabbed, hung, bashed in the head with a baseball bat.
Yeah.
So this killer must be very, very well versed of what he's got going on.
Whoever's killing you knows it's your birthday.
Pretty much the entire school knows.
These are signs of major trauma. You should be dead.
You relive the same day over and over again. Kind of start to see who you really are.
Oh, she's naked.
I did it! Woo!
All units, we've got a 187.
Oh, so is it a little bit like Final Destination?
I almost think so, a little bit. I thought that a little bit too.
Like, after how many deaths, why wouldn't you just go down to the Walmart and buy up all the guns that you can?
Well, I mean, it looks like, from the trailer, you see her getting a gun eventually, but you see, like, it looks almost like an extended hospital scene, like she somewhat figures something out, but I don't know. I don't know where this movie's going to go, which is why I'm kind of intrigued. No one in this trailer, I don't think anyone in this movie is actually popular. So
what are you talking about? Jessica Roth was in La La Land.
Was she? Oh, neat.
I'm sure it's just a complete side character.
Well, I'm excited. I think she's very attractive. And
the Asian roommate, his real name is Phai Vu.
Yeah.
Asian names entertain me.
Okay.
Because
Andy.
He's got his Phai Vu name, except I'm sure he's got a super Americanized name, like he's Dave, or he's like Chuck
Jones.
Chuck me, Chuck Vu.
Oh my God,
that was his joke that he had growing up. Like Nick, were you ever given a Filipino name?
No.
What?
I wasn't Filipino enough.
Because was your dad?
Yeah, my dad has one. A lot of the Assumptions have nicknames. My dad's nickname is Choi, Choy.
Yeah, Troy Aikman.
No. Yeah.
Troy Aikman throw the ball so far.
No.
Troy Aikman was quarterback of America's team.
No, it was not.
All right, so back to the trailer.
Oh. 50 Cent's making some money here.
Oh, it comes out on Friday the 13th. So it's a interesting concept. Hopefully, because the whole formula of the teenage slasher films can get dull after a while. So it's kind of neat.
I doubt it was expensive to film. So I mean, it's any way to make money. I'm sure it might pull up a niche. But as I said, it's a Facebook trailer. Some Facebook first. I don't know if it's
Nick. What are you talking about? Jason Bale, Charles Aitken, and we know that Phai Vu doesn't even get out of bed for less than 7 figures.
Who?
He doesn't roll out of... anyways. All right, so the last movie on Trailer Trash is First Kill, The Return of Hayden Christensen.
I think he's been in other stuff. It's just no one... No, they all made TV movies.
He was really good in Jumper. You remember that one?
I kind of remember.
With, who was the girl? We'll look it up. She was looking super good in that movie. Right, so First Kill, Bruce Willis and Hayden Christensen. And I'm Hayden Christensen.
Oh, I've seen this too.
Hey, Billy. Yeah. What brings you home?
Gonna show Danny where I'm from.
Have yourself a nice...
I feel like all 80s... All right, so Bruce Willis is pulling over Hayden Christensen. He's got a lovely significant other, and he's got a kid in the back. I feel like every former 80s action star has one old cop movie in them. Because Schwarzenegger played... I can't remember the title, but it was On the Border. Stallone obviously did Copland, and now Bruce Willis is doing this.
Yeah.
Also, I feel like Bruce Willis has been like a 16 Blocks. He was a random cop. Cop Out, which is a great movie, by the way.
Cop
We
Out.
have to watch that again. With Tracy Morgan. That's actually a really good movie. Anyways, here we go.
Nice visit, but keep your eyes open. You had a little trouble at the bank. Exercise caution.
Hey, kiddo. Early bird catches the buck.
Come on, Dad. We've been here all morning. We haven't seen a thing. Dad, look.
All right, so they're out hunting. They're on the tree stand. First kill, I'm sure, is an allusion to hunting. Kid seems young. Going to go out and bag his first deer. Then they just witness some dude getting blasted in the head. I'm sure it has something to do with the bank money.
Look, he's alive!
Daniel, come on!
Oh my God, what happened?
Laura, you gotta do something. He's lost a ton of blood.
Oh, no.
Let go of my son right now. I can't do that. I need that money.
Also random, I like how in every movie, no matter what it is, It could be a bullet. It could be a piece of shrapnel. But whenever they take the piece of metal out, there's always just a metal dish that they drop it in, so it would go
clink,
ka-chink.
Yep.
Because they want you to know that it was a bullet, that it was metal that was in you. Yeah. So bank robber got up off the couch, grabbed the kid, and where we go. Yeah, that kid seems super whiny. This might be an addition by subtraction spot there, Hayden Christensen. You and your lady friend, you're, it's just the two of you now. You can pick whatever movie you want on Friday nights as opposed to Super Y. It's great.
The kid's older than Super Y.
You don't tell me what's going on here.
My son is in that car.
I'll find your son. And Levi Barrett is his name.
Levi told me to get the money for him.
Something doesn't feel right.
I can get Danny back, but it means not a word to the cops. I think he's working with Levi.
I think he's lying.
All right, so he's basically picking up where the other guy, they found like a treasure map, and he's trying to get the money. And he's in a safe deposit box, grab the satchel. Bruce Willis comes and is like, what are you doing? I'm Bruce Willis.
Drop that bag.
You have something Levi wants?
He insisted I not tell the cops. What was I supposed to do? Tell the cops! That money is the only way to get Danny back.
You ready to get your son? Let's go.
Yeah.
I'm already. Oh, God.
Something that bugs me is when they give away like secondary plot twists.
Yep.
Like the main twist was obviously they take the son, but they show that they take the wife too.
Yep.
So it's like, come on.
I'm already making a prediction about this movie, a movie I haven't seen already. I think Bruce Willis is in cahoots with the bad guys. I feel like they're. I don't know because they're kind of making it seem like Hayden Christensen, obviously the family man. The Bruce Willis is the cop who's like obviously trying to be good, do good on his side. I feel like he's going to be a shady character.
Nick, how can he be shady? He has 5 stars on his shoulder, which I don't even know what rank that is in like civilian police ranks.
I don't know. Something about it's off. I think he's
the 5-star general captain.
No. I don't think so.
Willis.
I don't think so. No.
Yeah, probably not.
No. I think something's weird with the movie. I don't know.
I'm in whenever it's a kidnapping movie or a heist movie. No, like I seriously, I'm always in.
I'm in.
But I'm sure there'll be a point in this movie where they're close to getting the kid back, and then you look down, it's 47 minutes in. But in the back of your mind, you're thinking, "This is it. They're gonna save him. This is the shortest movie ever." Man, speaking of which. All right, so that is First Kill, and that's trailer trash for this week. We'll be right back. More Boo and Carlson on a Tuesday.
So 2016 sucked for the Vikings, and also for a number of other reasons I heard, but it's okay. 2017 is upon us. Vikings fans, let's get going. All off-season, Purple for the Win coming right at you through free agency, the draft, and OTAs and training camp. Here we go. Get the show on 1500 ESPN, Podcast One, and the Podcast One app.
And come back into the Blue Door Pub Studios, baby, and the apps. Yeah, the apps are the way to go if you're just sitting down having some happy hour or late night happy hour and sharing a couple brewskis. Why don't you split up a couple apps as well? Also, happy hour prices, a couple bucks off there. Nick, one of your favorites from the Blue Door Pub, the Spam Bites. Spam.
Yeah.
Well, you're telling me a Pacific Islander has a thing for cured pork?
Yes. God, yes.
So here's what it is. You got Spam, and you got cream cheese, and it's rolled up in a crunchy potato chip panko mix, deep fried, and the sweet chili lime sauce, and some nice little pickles on top. They're delicious. It's kind of a fun, playful take on those pickle roll things. The pickle, the cream cheese, and the ham.
Yep.
Yeah, it's like that. Get all 3 Twin Cities locations: St. Paul, the OG, Longfellow, and University on Como. The BDP.com. All right, Nick, let's do a little news.
You are fake news.
Sir,
go ahead.
George Bush doesn't care about black people.
I ain't got time to believe. You can't handle the truth.
The news with Uncle Nick.
All right, Nicky, what's going on in the world today? I like that I got Muggsy to start calling you Nicky.
I can't believe that.
Nicky.
Which, I mean, it's adorable, I love her to death, so I don't care what she calls me. All right, anyway, let's start with the news. Special thanks to you to helping collect most of the news, just because I was so busy today at work. NASA. Got to talk a little bit about NASA. Remember that little thing that, started Armageddon?
Yeah, Michael Caine is in charge of it.
Yes. Wait, what?
Interstellar.
Oh, I didn't see that movie. All right, the hacker collective Anonymous has released a video repeating other claims that NASA is on the verge with announcing contact with alien life.
That's big.
Really? All right. Yeah, okay, I can see that now. Obviously, over the last couple of years, with technology is advancing as far as it has, we're discovering thousands of planets right now that that can support life, that we're getting information that, a lot of planets that are like our planet Earth, that sweet spot.
Yeah, and I know that everyone has already jumped to conclusions of the stereotypical alien with the big eyes and the big head and the small body, that whole thing, intelligent life that's visited us for centuries and blah, blah, blah. Except I think what's going to happen is it's going to be an announcement. It was like, hey, yeah, one of the planets that we found thousands of light years away, yeah, it's got algae on it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure that's what it's going to be.
And, a lot of this, I mean, I want to know how they prove that. That'll be the interesting thing because, I mean, it's very easy to believe, and, coming from a geology background, we learned about the origins of life and how, like when the Earth formed, 4-something billion years ago, life was like an ooze. It was like a soup, protoplankton, eukaryotes, the single cell, barely multicellular organisms.
Was that your Filipino nickname, eukaryotes?
Shut up.
Eukaryotes assumption. Yeah, I think even if NASA has no upside of releasing if it truly is intelligent life. Like, let's say it's on the level of Independence Day type aliens, like super intelligent, super ready to come down and kick our ass. I don't think there's any upside of announcing that. But if they announce, hey, we found shrimp in the oceans of Europa, one of the moons of Jupiter, which has long time been theorized that there's liquid water underneath the surface, everyone will be like, great. Especially the Bubblegum Shrimp Corporation. Great.
Yeah, and realistically, it'd be, what would we do with this information? I mean, how would that change our life? I mean, we can't, humans, we don't have the technology, to travel much outside our orbit, for God's sakes. I mean, we're now starting having companies that are just...
we haven't put a human
space
past the moon.
Yeah, and there's a big deal that maybe a couple years down the road, we might send people on a one-way trip to Mars.
Yep.
So any type of, unless this announcement that these aliens, if we do have contact with them, if they're sending us, signals back of of technology, oh yeah, by the way, we developed a transporter, then I'd be somewhat excited. But
except if it's a full-on, hey, intelligent aliens, bring them up for the press conference, just think of the calamity that would cause. Most religions would have some serious questions to answer. Although I'm a Christian, I believe in Jesus and God and that whole thing. But, I mean, there's got to be something else out there.
I think so. I think the universe is too big to not.
And I think and I think like 99% of it is going to be like single cell organisms, like plankton, like jellyfish, and crap like that. Maybe 1% is going to be sentient beings that have thoughts and ideas and engage in art and conversation, like intelligent humans. Well, some intelligent humans, and then like I think that's going to be very few and far between. It's going to be super rare.
Yeah, I love stuff like this. I'm a big fan, of there's so much news and stuff on like Sci-Fi. Discovery Channel used to always do the whole like aliens out there or whatnot, and there's obviously speculations. Area 51, Roswell, New Mexico.
Aliens.
Looking up, I always remember the rare thing, the WOW signal, back in 1977. There's always something to there being life out there. I don't know. It'd be interesting, but we're at a time right now, in our political climate. I didn't think NASA would even have a budget to even do stuff like this anymore. So I don't know. I'm interested to see. I'm going to wait till something happens. As I said, this is kind of a rumor. I mean, nothing's proven that they will speak yet. So
yeah, it could all be BS, but it'd be sweet if. Imagine the shrimp, space shrimp, delicious. Yeah. Also, any space movie, I'm in.
Okay.
Yeah. Like any. There was a great movie called Red Planet with Val Kilmer and Tom Sizemore and I think Carrie-Anne Moss. All right, so now we have to watch the Red Planet trailer.
I do remember that this movie was actually. I remember seeing it. It was pretty entertaining.
Yeah, I mean, I liked this flick back in the day. He's really still. I'm pretty sure.
I think Tim Robbins was in it.
No, that was Mission to Mars.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Where he sacrificed himself at the end by taking off his helmet.
Cute. Yeah.
Huh? Not really. She could have hurt me. Yeah, took away her knife inside. She's all green gray.
The Mars Terraforming Project will be the greatest achievement in the history of human exploration. We have to make Mars the future, or mankind is history.
Ready? Big day.
No room for mistakes either.
Gentlemen.
Yeah, another movie of
we're
Benjamin Bratt.
Mars.
We're off target. Auto guidance systems out.
I'm Batman. Once again,
I can bring you a kiss from a rose on a grave.
Mars ground crew, this is Mars 1. Do you hear me? Over. Mars ground crew, this is Mars 1.
Oh, look, the whole movie is available on YouTube. So I think I know what I'm watching later. Red Planet. I don't remember the Super Robot.
Yeah, I think that's what most of the movie was about. That was the bad guy. The robot became like evil.
I thought it was they were terraforming Mars and there was algae. They exceeded algae and then something was eating it.
Maybe. No, I don't know.
I guess now we have to watch
Okay,
it. Look,
well,
an hour 33.
Not watching.
A tight hour 33.
No.
All right.
Well, wait, quick thing. Mission to Mars, a movie I got confused with Red Planet. Both came out in 2000.
Yeah. As they want to do.
I think that's how they do it. Like
Yeah.
Armageddon and Deep Impact came out at the same time.
Yeah. All right. What's next?
All right. My favorite news story is Super Nintendo making a comeback. Oh, yeah. From IGN.com. We talked about it earlier this year. The whole last year, one of the biggest crazes for Christmas was the little mini Nintendo.
Mm-hmm.
The system that you could it was like a mini Nintendo that had games built into it, and you just plugged into your TV, and it was awesome. You could play you didn't need cartridges, you didn't need to blow anything in. You had a controller, and so it is expected to be coming out in September of this year for $79.99, the Super Nintendo version.
That's sweet.
So a list of games here. Contra 3, Alien Wars, Donkey Kong Country,
Yeah.
Earthbound, Final Fantasy 3, F-Zero, a couple Kirby games, Zelda, A Link to the Past, fantastic game, Mega Man X, Star Fox 2,
Yeah.
which I don't remember Star Fox 2.
Mega Man X is also a great game.
Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo, Hyper Fighting. So Street Fighter 2.
That's when the series got good. I mean, the line of demarcation between good and bad Street Fighter was when Blanca became yellow and blue, as opposed to green and orange. Yeah,
I forgot about that.
That's Prime Blanca.
Yep. Super Castlevania 4, Super Ghosts and Ghouls, and the big ones here: Super Mario Kart, Super Mario RPG, Super Mario World, a must. Super Metroid, Super Punch-Out, Yoshi Island. So a number of great classic games here. I mean, easily worth the $80. And if you try buying all these games on SNES, like going to an old school Nintendo thing, which I do regularly. I mean, this is itself is a great deal.
How long until this is just a USB that you plug into your computer or your TV?
I mean, you can do a lot of that right now. I mean, you can find illegal. But what do they used to call them? Online
emulators.
Emulators. They could do a lot of it. But, I mean, I love the controller. You have to play with the controller.
Yeah. Controller's where it's at. All right. I'm excited. Super Nintendo still goes down as one of the greatest Christmas gifts I ever got because I think it was 5 or 6. It was the first year it came out.
Yep.
And it came with Super Mario World, and also I got Home Alone, which was
less is impressive.
No, it was a really good game, except it's super hard. Like you couldn't beat the spiders at the end. The stupid thing. All right. Anyways, let's do one more.
The dog one.
Yeah.
All right. Let's do the dog one. Anyway, this is from Deadspin here. A cute little dog named Martha, and I'm using the word cute loosely here. A 3-year-old Napoleon Mastiff. Someone Google what that is because I don't know what that is. Took first
it's a
prize.
monster dog. It's big.
At the World Ugliest Dog Contest. Oh my gosh, I can't believe this is real. Held annually at Sonoma Martin Fair in California.
You know, with the whole politically correct and social justice warrior stuff, I'm surprised this thing still exists. Because the winner, I mean, we're looking about most of the winners. A lot of them are smaller dogs, have health issues, and are they blind or disfigured or had an injury or something horrible happened to them. And yeah, like also Martha's a cute looking dog. I mean, look at that. Look at those jowls.
I can't believe that was the one that lost. I think it's
well, yeah, previous winners.
Win. I mean, win or loss. I don't know.
Yeah, Sweet Pea Rambo, who won in 2006.
Looks like Ren, like a bad version of Ren from Ren and Stimpy, like someone on acid, like interpreted what Ren looked like.
It looks like if I gave in to my Korean roots and we took Sammy and put him in a meat dehydrator for like a week.
Oh yeah,
yeah. I mean that's what it looks like, and I feel bad because I love dogs. I have a soft spot in my heart for dogs, and it's like I feel bad we're sort of making fun of these guys. But there is a cash prize, so hopefully Martha get a couple nice steaks to go up in there.
You know, and if people are offended, they're dogs. They're not people or computers. They don't have feelings. Sorry. I'm sorry. That's not me, my dog rant thing. But yeah, this is I've always heard about this, but I never knew it was actually true. I mean, do they have a website? Do they tour with these ugly dog contests?
I'm sure they do.
So I'm assuming this is like the anti-Best in Show thing, right?
Yeah, but look at this freaking dog. Look at Martha. I mean, like, if you're listening at home, Google a picture of Martha, the world's ugliest dog. She's such a little cute. I just want to... Yeah. That's news.
The news with Uncle Nick.
From the entire Channel 4 news team, I'm Veronica Corningstone.
And I'm Ron Burgundy. Go yourself, San Diego.
Also, hey, if you don't want to be so ugly in the morning, that means get a great night's sleep with Lisa Sleep. And perks of listening through Andy. You get $75 off when you enter the promo code ANDY when you shop at Leesa.com, and it ships straight to your door. Vacuum sealed, 80 pounds at most, and you can just carry on up, unwrap it, and memory foam. It's fantastic. It breathes. It's firm, and you get a great night's sleep. 100 nights guaranteed, or your money back. And if you have any questions at all within those 100 nights, you can send it back for a full refund. But that ain't gonna happen. Leesa.com, LEESA.com, code Andy, $75 off your purchase. And also they have a summer sale going on right now. You can double dip, $175 off your order. Do it up. As soon as Nick moves, he's getting a Leesa mattress.
Yes, I am.
Yeah. Sleep like Nick. That should be their new tagline. I know they have Michael Phelps as their spokesperson. Screw him. Nick, we need your picture on there.
I'm on my way. Let's go.
Leesa.com, promo code ANDY, Andy. The show is available on iTunes, Stitcher. Right on. Check out our YouTube channel as well. Dave Schwartz, Care 11 News is coming up tomorrow. It's going to be a good time talking sports with him. Big fan of the show. Long-time friend of the show. And there we go. If you enjoy us, tell a friend, spread the word, add to the Jerome Army, and big props, producer Allie, Jerome, Ezekiel. Oh, by the way, she confirmed that Zach Braff is definitely her type. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I just wanted that pale, quasi-vampire-looking guy with no muscle definition, but some great hair. That's what I want. That's producer Allie. Yeah. But for Nick, I'm Andy Carlson saying Annyeong, sayonara, and bye-bye. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
Thanks for listening to Bull with Andy Carlson, Minnesota's 87th best daily podcast. Download the show on iTunes. Everyone's middle name is Jerome.